Hi Kiwi, and welcome back to a new episode of Hades 2. Today we are going to be taking the aspect of Circe at long last. At least I think we just unlocked it in the last episode. We'll be going for an 11 heat run or fear run to get our testament with 2 levels of time, hordes, menace, and 1 level of return, and 1 level of rivals for 11 heat just to meet our 10. Now, it's been about a month since I've recorded, and I have updated a whole bunch of things, including recording software, editing software. My computer got an update. I finally replaced the fan that was driving me insane. So
you may have heard about the actions of Prometheus that earned him all my wrath. He stole from us, denied us the glory of bestowing fire onto mortal kind on our own terms. He suffered as a consequence, but not nearly enough.
So, right away, I just want to say, like, if you hear anything weird going on with the video, let me know right away, because I can only find out in post, unfortunately. We're going to be building around the cast this run, so we're going to want to find gods, like, who would actually be good here? Let's see. I'm thinking, gosh, who gives good cast boons? I guess Poseidon's base cast is decent. Oh, you know what? He has Ocean Spell. We definitely want to go for Ocean Spell, so we'll be hunting for Poseidon for sure. Ares has Meat Grinder, which will be decent. I feel like Demeter had something, but I can't remember what. She does have like a secondary effect on your cast, so that's probably decent. Anyway, aspect of Circe is one of the strongest weapons in the game, in my opinion. Getting just kind of things stacked on Zeus's boons. Zeus's cast in particular is amazing for single target damage. You just melt bosses. I'm probably taking more damage than I need to, and bear with me, I have not played Hades 2 in a very long while, mind you. I have been largely playing Guardians of Ozma, Rune Factory's a Rune Factory spin-off game, Guardians of Ozma. And I've been enjoying it a lot. Kiwi and I have been playing it in parallel, but long story short, there have been a lot of factors going into my not really touching the channel for a little bit, but I am finally bringing things back. Just for context, I know I uploaded maybe like I want to say about 3 episodes prior to this of Hades content. Those were recorded probably about a month ago, or just shy of a month ago. Let's see, we'll take the Chaos Gate here and hope we hit the cast a little bit. I do have to be mindful of my HP. We are running Strength card, and we do not have a lot in the way of HP or survivability. We want to find some Centaur Hearts as soon as possible, because we are going to die very quickly otherwise.
You have completed a number of the trials I have put before you, Spawn of Hades. I would offer you my gratitude, except I thought my Stardust would be of more use.
I'm wondering if this is actually commentary on the fact that I haven't used their Stardust to level up anything yet. Funny. All right, specials. Restore HP or gain 90 max HP is too good to pass up. And yeah, I'm limited to common blessings, but that's not really that big a deal to me, honestly. So I will gladly take that. We'll go for the Ash because there seems to be a Forget-Me-Not here. Oh, hey, Artemis. Okay, that works for me. Okay. So just for context, before I forget, the way the aspect of Circe works in this game, since this is technically our first run, is, as you can see, our little familiar friend, our Rocky the Bird friend, summons a cast circle. So we basically can double up on all of our cast damage, which is objectively insane on this weapon with the right cast. Smoldering with Pyrotechnic from Hestia, Poseidon's base damage on his cast plus getting some good froth damage, and Ocean Swell as his secondary boon for cast is incredible. Of course, Zeus is objectively one of the kings. Well, he is the king literally, but
you probably know Ares has been buzzing around Olympus recently. One good lightning bolt from Father Zeus would normally take care of that, but he's been occupied.
I feel like I'd laugh at her getting just zapped down by Zeus, but we can do a good job of that ourselves.
One good lightning bolt, how about one good arrow? We'd be saved a lot of trouble if Eris were to be plucked from the sky one of these nights.
Just a nice little pop right into the face. Sure, why not?
I'd gladly volunteer, it's just that Father has everything well under control. Says I'm needed way out here instead. But if I do spot the wings of strife, they're going down.
But can't Artemis show up in Ephira? So she is up there sometimes. She could do it.
Here's what I have.
Let's see. A piercing shot fires towards any foe damaged by your mega cast. That'll work with our build. It's almost like it's designed for us. Pressure points objectively is probably better here, but we're gonna take this may as well since it is a, what's the word for it? A prophecy. Okay, there's our mid shop. There's Arachne. Forget-Me-Not is appealing here, just because I know I need to collect things. Arachne, though, could get cast damage from her dresses. I think I'm going to go for the shop because we'll be able to afford 2 boons, and I do need to burn through this Chaos Curse sooner than later. Aphrodite. Does Aphro offer anything here? I mean, she gives really good support boons, and there's Zeus. Mini-boss Zeus, too, mind you. That's really tempting. Ooh, and a hammer. Okay, hammer doesn't matter. We're going a cast build. Getting a palm... I think I go palm Aphrodite here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Just get it right on the cast and grab Afro. She'll give us some really good support boons later on. I'm not really going to be building around her necessarily, but I'm not going to say no to her while she's here. Let's see. I'll take her attack. I am attacking up close range fairly often, so we'll go for that. And then we'll go for the mini boss and collect the Zeus here. Double strike is probably the thing we want to see most. Static shock isn't terrible. I'm going to wait for Rocky to position a little bit closer to this friend, and then look at that damage. Look at that single target damage. Armor is broken immediately, and she is dead. That is the power of Circe. We are going to melt bosses, which is a couple boons. Let's see. Thunder Rush, no. Ionic Gain, maybe. Power Surge. Whenever you use none of these are really appealing to me. It might not be a bad idea to just lock in some of Zeus's boons so that I get more Zeus boons that I actually want later. His gain isn't bad. Thunder Rush is whatever. I guess I'll just take Power Surge. It's really not that appealing, but it's worth taking over.
The heavens.
Oh wow. Okay, we've already cleared the Chaos Curse, so we just got 90 HP. We are sitting pretty at this point, I would argue. Oh. Anyway, so there are so many things I want to talk about in our upcoming playthroughs, Kiwi. I have a lot of well, I have basically a whole month's worth of events to go over with you, isn't that right? So, where do I even start, or do I even start? I mean, obviously I start somewhere. I think probably the thing that's been taking up my time the most would be either Guardians of Ozma, or I have finally gotten my hands on the final part of Ascendance of a Bookworm's light novel series, and aside from it getting its, what, 4th season now coming up very soon? Ooh, okay, we could take Hera, and that could set us up for some really fun King's Ransom shenanigans later on in the run. I think I'm very tempted on that. What was the alternative? Oop. Alternative was Palm, which isn't a bad option either, but I think let's see if we can set ourselves up for King's Ransom later in the run. I think that's going to be absolutely hilarious if we can make it work. The one downside to Zeus's ass is that it is only single target damage, and granted that is double the damage because you have 2 cast circles, but it does mean that trash mob rooms are a little bit harder to deal with until you realize the fact that you just do so much damage that everything dies really quickly, regardless of the fact that you're only hitting one enemy at a time. And if you get Zeus's, say, like, what is it? I'm forgetting the name of Zeus's infusion boon. Or not, it isn't actually his infusion boon. It's his static shock, I think. Basically the one that makes little projectiles bounce off of everything else that you're firing. We're gonna do a ton of rapid fire damage that way when we get it.
Check on your mother and father, my dear. The House of Hades probably could use your touch. If only my own children would be so considerate. Though I suppose they are still aiding you.
Alrighty, let's see. Take her special? Honestly, her special... Oh, actually, no, I'm going to take her dash. Her dash will apply hitch more reliably with how I'm playing right now. Your cast damage any foes that they join in the encounter wherever they oppose. Does this double up, actually? That might not be a bad option. We definitely want to lock in Poseidon as our final god so we can get Ocean Swell. So I'll need to keep that in mind. We'll take his keepsake on the next floor. I'll take Nexus Rush for now. I think it just does more for us overall in the short term. Because a lot of enemies here can die in one hit. Another Chaos Curse. Honestly, kind of appealing. Don't know if it's worth it, but I'm humoring the thought. We'll definitely go for the Palm. I'm going to take it. Let's take it. Let's see what we can get. If nothing else, I want to farm up for materials that can only farm up in Chaos's rooms. We may only have the option of finding those once per run, so we'll have to see. But all this hitch damage just bouncing our attacks to everyone else. Wasting my caster is not ideal, but it's not that big a deal. These things are, again, fairly low HP, and hitch is just going to bounce all of our damage everywhere. Like, look at that. We are melting things like no tomorrow. Anyway, focusing on what I want to talk about. So, why don't I talk about Guardians of Ozma a little bit first, and then we'll go from there. I didn't... Of course, Kiwi. I have 4 boons, and I got 3 of the boons that are not the ones I care about. Oh, well. I guess I'll take the attack up. It's decent enough, I suppose, even if it's not the core of our damage. We'll take the Chaos Gate here for sure. I've got plenty of HP thanks to Chaos's benefits after, as it turns out. And we got more darkness. Excellent.
It is you.
Oh, hey, Nyx.
My many children dwell in darkness, yet I know where most of them reside. But not my daughters, the 3 Fates. They were cast into exile, to your knowledge?
Yes. Kronos sought to get them out of the way as part of his conquest. I think he feels quite badly about it now, but that hasn't helped us find them. What can we do?
Just follow the prophecy.
We look for signs. If the fated list has been revealing prophecies to you, then some traces of their power to communicate remain.
I know what I'm talking about, probably.
We'll look for signs.
Is it a good sign? Is it a bad sign? Or is it just a sign of a sign? I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's catch our fish. Anyway, so Guardians of Ozma is basically a farming sim, but it's more, honestly, it's more of a town management sort of game, I would argue. town management, and ooh, okay. One of every infusion boon could be pretty decent. This would solve our issue for magic regain, but I think I'm just gonna take ordinary creation, get the infusions. Yeah, I definitely don't want to lock myself out of cast going into Hecate's room. We need the damage. So there's Selene. I'm not really building around magic consumption, so I don't think I'll do that. Let's go to the shop and grab another god boon. Hermes doesn't really appeal to me here, but I'll take him so he doesn't show up later, I suppose.
The burden always takes its toll. That's just the way it is. The benefits are more than worth the asking price. You got my guarantee.
All right, satisfaction guarantee from Hermes himself. We'll take quick buck, I want to say. More frequent dash doesn't do much for me here. I think, yeah, quick buck, 100. We got 120 gold, and then we get 20% more gold overall. It's all good. All right, let's go wipe the floor with Hecate. Vow of Rivals Hecate, mind you, so it's a little scary, but we have Circe on our side.
You spoke the oath of the unseen and would enact Knight's testament this eve. I sensed the growing fear. How much of it is yours?
Honestly, none. I'm not that afraid at this point. We are pretty strong. We're running strength card. I do have to be mindful that I do not have any death defiances, which is probably the first of its kind in this run.
No more, no less, headmistress.
Or playthrough.
I'm honored that you granted me the right to take the oath. Assuming it was your doing rather than Commander Skelemia's.
Best not to speculate too much. 'Twas your own doing most of all. Then face me on this terror-stricken eve. You have made certain vows and shall experience the consequence.
That's a good way of putting it. I'm definitely going to suffer some consequences for my transgressions, but not because I'm running, but certainly with running Circe. Look at that. We did just shy of 1,000 damage there in like a very short span of time, and we're gonna, there she is. She's phased. Excellent. So when you run Aspect of Circe, there are some familiars that are better run than others, namely Rocky. He targets enemies. Tula's a good option too with the kitty. I'm trying to think who else, but basically, Phrynos is not necessarily one of your better options because Phrynos likes to just hop around and do whatever the heck he wants, and that can make Aspect of Circe a little bit unreliable. Whereas Rocky always likes to go out of his way to target one enemy, so she's always going to be in proximity to them. See, we're consistently getting the double ring on top of Hecate. All right, I need to dodge this. 1, 2, 3. Oh gosh, wow, that was fast. Okay, well, that's fine. Oh, he's home. Oh my goodness, that's actually not that much damage after all. Never mind. What is this orb doing here? Oh, it's traveling really slow. Immediately, this is just gonna block all the projectiles except for that one. Okay, we're good. Let's go ahead and take these guys out. And I have to appreciate that Nexus Hera's Sprint is actually doing a great job at killing those guys for us, those witches. Right, you're the real one? Yep. Rocky, come over here. Oh, no. Get out of there. Go back in. Rocky's close. It's interesting. So Rocky does kind of like wander a little bit, but if you get too far away from him, it looks like he teleports back to you, which makes it quite easy. There's a lot of things going on that screen right there. All right. I think we just wait out these projectiles and then figure out who's the real one. You're not it. There you are. Okay, bye.
Stand down.
The very first tick of that cast ended her. Wow.
I shall return to shadows hence. Trust that your eve is only beginning.
Oh, I know. It's only just the start.
Mine.
But that was probably the hardest part of the run, honestly, because we just beat Hecate, Vow of Rivals, and I don't think we took Vow of Rivals too, so we don't have to worry about Scylla and the Sirens being a nuisance, I believe. Anyway, we said we were going to take Poseidon's Keepsake. Go ahead and take that. And now we can lock in Ocean Swell. Let's see, anything here I want? More HP. Tempting, very tempting. Giving me good survivability will guarantee the run. I have basically all the damage I need. I just need Double Strike, and I'm basically set at this point. I think, yeah, let's go ahead and buy that Centaur Soul. I don't mind spending the money that could be spent on a boon, because I will likely, because of Quick Buck, make enough money to be able to afford the next boon. All right. So Guardians of Ozma is a farming sim, village management, and real-time combat RPG. Very Eastern, particularly Japanese aesthetic styled game in its design choice. As far as a Rune Factory game goes, because it is a spin-off, there are a lot of mechanics that feel a bit dumbed down, which is to the detriment of the game in my opinion, but as an entry point for Kiwi into the Rune Factory series, an absolutely great place to start. We are, and don't get me wrong, just because the gameplay is dumbed down, and I do find that a bit of a detriment to the overall experience, don't get me wrong, I'm still enjoying the heck out of this game. I'm really enjoying playing it, and sharing it with Kiwi in particular, just strategizing and seeing how we manage and decorate our villages differently from each other, as well as navigate the story and the character interactions in typical fashion. As far as like farming game romance goes, Kiwi is more interested in the quiet and awkward types, and I usually am too, but oddly enough, Matsuri, the summer god, who is absolutely kind of a Gyaru meathead sort of character, has been very fun. I very much enjoy how they wrote her. I'm gonna hold out on Poseidon and go to this Narcissus room.
So like, I mean, yeah, just, oh, you know.
Because in theory, the next room will be a mini boss with Poseidon in it, if all things play out the way they usually do. What do we got here? Cattails, right, I forgot I need those for some sort of incantation, if I recall. Anyway, hey, Narcy.
Vicious creatures contaminating these chambers make this a rather dangerous place in which to laze about.
Oh, I've made clear to them that they don't stand a chance with me at all. In my position, it's not good to send mixed messages, both for my suitors' sakes and for my own.
All right, let's see. Bait fabric and rerolls. None of these are really appealing. I have so much silver, I guess I don't really need to worry about precious metals then, although the coin would get me a boon. I think I'll just take this for the prophecy, so it's really unappealing.
Sure thing.
I have 9 rerolls, I really don't need that. Okay, no mini boss, but we'll be seeing, I promise you we will be seeing a Poseidon mini boss very soon then. We are already offered a base level Poseidon in challenge for Narcissus's room, so it goes, we still haven't gotten our guaranteed Poseidon room yet. At least we haven't taken it. I'm trying to listen to the background music and decide if I took Vow of Rivals 2 or not. This, I'm not sure. I'm actually a little nervous that I might have taken Vow of Rivals 2. There's Poseidon. We're not even going to question it. We're going to go ahead and take it. Yeah, we could have been offered a Zeus room, but I say we go for Poseidon and burn through our keepsake first. Oh, goodness. All right, I need to get rid of his friends. Why is everything so shadowy? Who turned out the lights? Is it just like a weird buff this guy get? Do I have... Maybe I took... I forget what the vow is because I don't use it that often, but the one that makes them have, like, effects? I feel like that was just armored enemies, but I guess mini-bosses are armored, as a matter of fact, so... Alright, Rocky, go ahead and peck his eyeballs out. He does have... Okay, he does have eyeballs. I questioned for a second. Alright, we still have very good damage, but I took more damage than I needed to there.
Return for now to more familiar depths, I see. Well, don't feel bad. The surface world is not for everyone. Although the risen dead increasingly pretend it is for them.
All right, let's see. Ocean Swell. Wow. Oh wait, no. Shoot, I mix it up. It's not Ocean Swell. There's another boon Poseidon has that I'm blanking on the name. We'd only get a common version of it, but I guess I could rarefy it regardless of Chaos's curse here. Do I hold out? Do I hold out and just take buried treasure here? There is a decent chance we see one more Poseidon boon, but I probably shouldn't risk wasting the keepsake, so I'm gonna roll.
Sure, why not?
Geyser Spout, that's it. Okay, plus 200 damage on our Omega cast.
Something changed about my Chaos boon.
Honestly, I think we go Chaos Room.
Why not?
Let's do it. It's funny. If nothing else, it's funny. All right, here is our 3rd Chaos Room of the run and another Darkness. Wow, they are feeding us well, and Mommy Nyx is here too. Although she has nothing to say to us this time, I guess.
Will of Chaos.
Let's see. Wow, that's a lot of infusions. Let's see. Inferno Bombs are annoying. Panel Omega moves faster. Boons are higher rarity. These are all pretty tempting offers, I have to admit. I think wow, we already have 6 air boons. If we get Wispy Wiles from Aphrodite, we're gonna have a lot of dodge chance with that. We have Hera, and her legendary, I think, is really good with a bunch of infusions too, so that's very tempting. I don't want to sprint slower going into Skilla, otherwise I'd probably take that. Let's go for the infusion and see where it takes us. Maybe we get an infusion boon and it just skyrockets the run.
I wish to make an offering to you, O Knight, for always concealing the crossroads where I grew up, for the nocturnal arms, and all the many other gifts you bestowed.
I thank you for this, child, and may the nocturnal arms long serve you as a keepsake of sorts from me. The Witch of the Crossroads says you wield them with skill and grace.
She does she?
Alrighty. So for me, my favorite part of Rune Factory is, of course, the farming. I really love a good farming sim. Stardew Valley, Sunhaven, Littlewood are all games that Kiwi and I have played in recent memory that have been very solid. Factorio isn't exactly a farming sim, but it does scratch a very similar itch, I suppose. in terms of just like slowly scaling things up to massively out of control portions. They also just, there's something similarly appealing to idle games, and Civ Idle is a game Kiwi and I've been sharing a lot in parallel that also has eaten up a fair bit of time, to say the least. Let's see. Shop. Let's see if we get a free boon. If we're offered a free boon, I will humor the thought. If we don't get a free boon, then we definitely take the shop and get whatever god boon it shows up. Really would prefer Poseidon. We'll gladly take... no, I meant to say Zeus. Well, why do we always get the three brothers mixed up for some reason? Hermes. Don't care about Hermes. And I'm not going to waste a reroll on the room. Let's go take what we can get here. Let's see. Poseidon showing up is good. Palm Slice here, not very likely to hit what we care about. I'm still going to risk it because I have the coin. And hit Geyser Spout. Amazing. That's actually fantastic. That's a lot of damage we just got. V-Star, Ocean Swell. I mean, if I'm going to start channeling my Omega cast, it doesn't hurt to have Ocean Swell here. Sea-Star is not bad either, mostly because it's funny. And I feel at this point we mostly want Palms, and doubling up on Palms is exactly what Sea-Star will allow us to do. So I'm going to go that route. Also realizing it's been a while since I've recorded, and I am talking very, very fast. Might be the caffeine in my system, but it's certainly the other things as well.
I've noticed your song, I Am Gonna Claw, may be inspired by true events. Is trying to drown me not sufficiently entertaining that I must also be the subject of your ridicule?
I do appreciate that there is a bit of line in that song where she's just like listing a bunch of things she hates about Mel, I believe.
Oh, how can you be so egotistical even? I had that song worked out since way before you showed up. Any and all similarity is entirely coincidence.
Please note that all characters in this show are fictional. Any resemblance to real-life people is purely coincidental.
Come on, insulting my hair and attire, making claims that I'm obsessed with you. But if I'm not the subject of the song, who was, pray tell?
No need to get personal, lady. If I go sharing every detail of my private life with every deranged fan who barges in here, then it wouldn't be a private life, would it? And here we go!
I appreciate that she still thinks we're a fan, though, even if we are quote-unquote deranged. So, like, here comes the, oh, you know what, I should be using Geyser Spout. And pop, look at that damage. 1,200 damage on Roxy there, because she got caught in both. Or no, that was Skilla who took all that, wow. Yeah, we have so much damage, wow. I just need to remember, I don't have a lot of magic. Or I have, actually, I have a fair bit of magic. I don't have magic regen yet, so I do have to be mindful of that. So I want Rocky to line up. Whoa, hello. Once Rocky is sitting on them, I pop the Geyser Spout and watch them get popped too. 1680 with that crit, yowzers. Why did we crit there, actually? Do we? Oh, Rocky. Oh, I forgot. Rocky gives a baseline crit chance. That was a very lucky crit and a very unfortunate crit for them. Of course, Jetty's gonna run away. But like, look at this. This is the power of Circe, and this is like not even leveled up Circe. Like we have base level Circe or level 2 Circe. I think I accidentally leveled it up if I recall. But there are still a bunch of things we could get that could massively boost our power. All right, we are out of magic, so I can't do anything crazier, much more crazy than I already have, but this is fun. Rocky, get a little closer. Rocky, come over here, please. Okay, well, this is where Circe falls off a little bit. Oh my goodness, so many Inferno Bombs. You know what, these things all die to my dash, I believe. They do, okay. Well, then I just have to run through them and let my magic ring take care of... I'm talking crochet names now.
You like so?
The magic ring to start my crochet project.
Keep practicing.
All right, there we go.
Another pearl.
I took a lot of damage, but we have a fountain that'll heal us up pretty good, and I'm stacking HP pretty well. I feel pretty good about this run thus far. I just have to not get cocky or take too much damage in the later floors. Let's see, anything to heal me here? Price of Midas, quite the opposite. Not a heal, but a cost. I'm greedy for it, I'm taking it.
Oh, coinage.
All right, let's see. What are we gonna take now, keepsake-wise? Still don't have Icarus's keepsake, otherwise I'd probably consider taking that. Piggy bank is whatever. Can't take the faded things because, well, there's no way to do that. Let's see. Gorgon Amulet. Actually, I have no Death Defiances. This is a really good opportunity to use Athena's keepsake because I'm using the strength card. Sure. Let's do that. I think Big Leaf isn't a bad option either going into the Morning Fields. Really haven't gotten a lot of Hera boons to even humor the thought of King's Ransom. We really want to see Zeus still. I think we'll take the Gorgon Amulet. It seems like a good option for us here. And I will skip the cast damage up just because I don't feel like I really need it. I'm doing plenty of damage as it is. I really mostly need survivability and some more boons to strengthen what I already have. All right. On to the doggo lands.
Don't give in.
Let's see. Oh, hey, HP. Okay. Not my favorite starting room for the morning fields, but I will take the HP and coin because it will get us things later on that will benefit the run. Bring me thy enemies. All right, so let's see. What else is there to talk about? So I've only kind of really briefly touched on the this very surface level of what's it called? Oh, wow. Immediate Athena. Okay, never mind. More on that in a second. We'll talk about Ozma in a second.
That
Good.
chaos curse of mine is finally gone.
Thank you. I was going to say chaos curse cleared.
These fields of mourning have some similarity to sprawling plains upon the surface, but the air hangs very heavy here.
That's all the dead people.
Thank you for locating me even in such a place, Lady Athena. I wouldn't advise staying for long, even if you could.
And I wouldn't advise getting run through by my spear, yet at times it must be done. May your journey through this place take not a moment longer than it must.
Do you think that really long tail that comes off of her helmet is heavy? Does it like pull her head back if she leans backwards too much?
Your choice?
You gain +1 death defiance that replenishes in each location, but you prime magic. After you take damage, become impervious for 2 seconds. Phalanx shot. None of these are really that appealing. I don't want to reroll. I'll take Stalwart Stand. I don't like it. It's going to lock me out of using my Omega. Actually, no. If this was a run where I wasn't using Omega Cast, I'd consider it, but I don't think I take that. Let's reroll.
Infinite possibility.
I got basically the same thing, didn't I? Well, I'll just take worse defensive posture then, I guess. Oh well. I guess I could have kept rerolling. See Athena.
Fight on, cousin.
Fight on indeed. Alright, let's find ourselves the Golden Bow and know where we need to go. So the HP's up that way. Doesn't look like there's a lot of free stuff floating around. Anyway, alright. Going to try and focus and actually discuss Ozma a little bit, because that's what I'll talk about in this episode, and then we'll talk about other things that have been going on in life afterwards. My goodness, I am talking fast. I'm gonna have to slow my roll at some point during this recording session. Maybe if I focus on it just a teensy bit more. Anyway, so what is there to talk about? So when I go to Rune Factory, and I love a good farming sim game. I love a good incremental game. I love a game where the number go up. Probably trained into me by a number of societal factors, but also just the joy that comes from all of my time spent on RuneScape, of course. I have spent so much time on RuneScape, and RuneScape is the embodiment of number go up, brain go burr, Jeff be a happy boy. I regret to inform you, ma'am, that my bird has actually forgotten what he's supposed to do. Okay. Nope. Come back. Come back. Gosh. Well, we're still getting the occasional crit. It's not... What am I doing? You know what? I have Geyser Spout. I should be using Geyser Spout. Hold on. Or not Geyser Spout, whatever it is. Oceans. No, it is Geyser Spout. I get Ocean Spell and Geyser Spout mixed up too much. There we... Look at her just get popped immediately. Love it. And our Gorgon Amulet leveled up. I wonder if it leveling up will get us another use. It doesn't look like it does, like the God Keepsakes, but that would be cool if it did. Let's see. Divine Vengeance, Lightning Lance. Ooh, Lightning Lance. That's tempting with this build. I think I'm going to roll and hunt for Double Strike, though.
What else?
Air Quality is tempting, but Double Strike is objectively way better in every way here. Air Quality is a bit of a scam. 50 damage is only 15 more than we're currently doing, and Double Strike will double it. So maybe, I don't know. We need Hermes Boon that increases
Echo,
the activation rate of things.
It's you. It's you. It's you.
All right, Echo, what have you got? Gold, 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 pom, 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 fight, fight, fight. I guess I'll take gold, 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 because pom, pom, pom could hit the attack, and I don't want it to. It could hit Geyser Spout or the cast, which would be great, but it's only 2 levels of pom, which doesn't amount to much. And I don't think this is going to benefit us much. So yeah, we'll go the bunch of gold, free purchase at Charon, and then another one. Sounds good to me. Let's see.
Hound?
Hello, doggo friend.
You're on a scouting mission for Headmistress, gal.
We give you the pets. You're the bestest boy, girl, bestest girl. All right.
Off she goes.
I'm gonna roll this door and just see if we get any other gods.
What else?
HP coin. I think I'll take the max magic. Hammers don't really help us in this run because we're building around the cast, and there are no hammers that affect the cast in this game, I believe. I might be mistaken about that, but I'm pretty sure that is the case, sadly.
Flourish.
Which is a right shame because I feel like it's a missed opportunity in both Hades games that there isn't a better way to enjoy cast benefiting hammers, because there are absolutely aspects that are intended to be cast focused aspects. I mean, see Circe that we're currently running, you know? So I find it a little disappointing that they decided to just completely abandon the casts when it comes to hammers, but it is what it is. I mean, casts can just scale so massively out of control. So I can understand it. I don't feel like that's a good justification for it, because I mean, that's the fun of roguelites, is every now and again you should have a build that scales out of control. Honestly, more often than not is preferable, but it has to have some balance, you know?
Point secured.
All right, let's see. Hard target nitro boost. Let me see if there is an option. What I'm thinking of. Success rate, that's what it is. Need one of the following. So yeah, we can get success rate here. I am gonna roll for that because that would be huge for us.
I'd choose otherwise.
Winner's Circle, also very good, actually. Although I don't think it makes us, I don't think it makes the Omegas, I don't think it makes this attack faster necessarily, it just makes it expire sooner. Although if I'm depending on Geyser Spout for our damage, that's not a bad option still. I think I roll one more time though.
The Fates won't mind.
Unfortunately, we did not get the lucky rolls. Oh well. Then I guess Travel Deal? Yeah, sure, Travel Deal. It's the disappointing option, but it is what it is. Okay. It just means that my coin is going to go very far in this run, which is not a surprise. A shame we don't have, what is it, Buried Treasure from Poseidon to just amass more. I just didn't think it was worth taking Buried Treasure over getting Geyser Spout sooner than later. Speaking of which, I should probably be using that some amount. It does a lot of damage. I do realize, I am like slowly coming to the realization of how rapidly I am prone to spamming cast. That Artemis Boon is paying off, it seems. I'm gonna that enemy was not actually part of the crowd I have to kill, but I figured I'll kite it over and start killing it. Because it may give us coin if nothing else. I think actually, I'm not actually sure if these guys can give coin. I'm gonna assume they can. Nothing from that one, but certainly possible. Alright. Let's go. Oh, hello. Where is our HP? There's a free HP. There we go. I know for a fact that, what is it? Oh gosh, C-Star is only going to activate for these minor ones and not for the big one, but it would be cool if it activated for this, you know? It would be very cool. Anyway, I really am not doing a great job of focusing on my commentary on what I want to talk about. That might just be because I'm recording at like 1 a.m. the day after I had planned to record. And so I'm still like, I'm on my second wind of coffee. Coffee does a weird thing with me where it gives me the initial energy boost and then I crash and then I have a second like really big wind up. I don't know if caffeine is supposed to do that. What is it? Enterohepatic recycling, I think it's called. I know chocolate does that, right? But I don't know. Hepatic recirculation, Kiwi says. I was close. I mean, technically, enterohepatic recycling isn't entirely off the mark, right? Yeah. Sacrificial hymn. No, well, 27 HP for a whole bunch of HP, or 27 coin for a whole bunch of HP we will gladly take. Unfortunately, it is a Hermes deal. I saw... Okay, good. I was like, I saw something. I just don't know where it was. I don't need to kill these small fry. All right, what have we got? Okay, shop or palm? We'll go for shop at this point. There's no guarantee that we get what we want, so get the palm on what we want. So we'll just take what we can get.
It's Charon.
Aphrodite, palm. I take the Aphrodite boon.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Let's see, glamour gain, not really amazing, but Shatitude, heck yeah. You deal more damage, and if you have at least 80%, that bonus is doubled. We do 9% more damage all around. Amazing. And we got the Poseidon boon. And we got a free Aphrodite boon. All around, great room. Let's see. Spiritual Affirmation, and there's our HP. Excellent. Okay. Excellent. We just massively bumped up both our damage and our... basically everything we could want. Buried Treasure here is pretty funny. It would mean we get a ton of gold in the next floor. Blood gain, also very solid. It'll give us the magic gain we really need, and it only has 2 seconds of downtime. I think we take Flood Gain here, honestly. As much as I think it would be funny to get all that coin, I think it's better that I prioritize the win. Not that I'm afraid of losing at this point. And we're up to 40 damage per tick on a attack that hits like every 0.25 seconds, I think. Twice, because we have double strike, well, potentially we have double strike. but more so we have Rocky
Boy,
dropping
we'll
a
do
second
this just
ring.
like before.
Do I don't have, I'm now realizing, I'm missing a huge damage potential because I do not have origination going here. Rocky, what were you doing over there, bud? But yeah, if I can get one more curse, probably Froth would be the fastest way to get that. Also, I need to remember to use my Omega cast. All right, watch Cerberus's HP here. We phased him, so you didn't actually get to see it, but believe me when I say that that was a lot of damage, actually. I think. We'll see. All right, break this guy's armor, and he should just pop. Oh, goodness. None of that. All right, now then. Cerberus is respawning. We're gonna go give him a quick hug. All right, here we go. Watch that HP bar real quick. And bam, look at that. There we go. Now that's what I was talking about. A little scary here, a little scary here. Oh gosh, that's a lot of stuff. Whee! Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Rocky, heck him up. Rocky, heck him up. Fortunately, Cerberus is a little bit mobile here, but if he's gonna go running right back into our circle, I guess we're fine. I think we're a little bit out of the range. You know what? What's his face? Apollo would definitely be a solid option here for just increasing the size of our rings.
After a furious and world-shaking clash, the dreadful Cerberus recovers his true form.
What is it called? Solar Ray or something like that? Whatever it is that makes your ring expand by like 40% at just common level. It'd be really good for a build like this. At least for our very mobile bosses, like Kronos is going to be super mobile here. Oh well, we're having a very solid run. I'm just at the cutoff for Shameless Attitude to be activated.
There.
But we should heal at this fountain. And in theory, if we find a good Daddy Darkness room, we'll probably be able to maintain our HP quite easily. All right, we're back to max HP. What is this thing down here that's activated? What is this? What are you? Defense posture. Okay, it's just telling me I have my Athena passive. All right, what do we take into the final floor? Chaos can't show up down here, I'm pretty sure, so I'll skip that. I might be mistaken, but I'm not convinced I am. Era's Keepsake isn't bad here. We have some boons that could really benefit us from her, I suppose. Yeah, sure, we'll take Hera's Keepsake. It doesn't really matter.
The fan.
And then, let's see here. I do not have enough coin for anything of this nature.
An old pool of purging.
Okay, I guess I haven't done the incantation for that yet. You know what, I remember I've been avoiding it because there were just things I wanted to use the resources for more, or I never had the resources. One or the other, but either way. Alright, here we go.
Ever-shifting chambers. Realign.
It is nice to be recording again, Kiwi. I've been putting it off for so long. It just feels good to get back into the stride of things.
I've seen you here quite some time, daughter.
I just have to get back into my treadmilling routine, and I'll feel mostly at home with what I want to do. I've been honestly mulling over the idea of animating a little bit more again. Having dropped that the king has an announcement video, there was a particular video reference that or like future video plan I have in mind that will require a little bit of animation to make it truly come alive in the worst way possible. But I promise you this, Kiwi, Loren's poetry will at one point or another happen. Mostly because it's funny, but also because it's cursed. It's so freaking cursed. We already wrote the poem. It's mostly, I just want to have a video accompaniment. And look, we did get a Daddy Darkness room, so excellent, excellent. Okay.
Hello, daughter.
Hello, mother. I don't know why I responded with the Kronos voice, but I sure did.
For unknown reasons, does the savage beast decide not to devour the princess?
And that means we get to pet him. We get to pet him. I lost my voice there.
Let me get that for you.
It's not a good sign if I'm losing my voice after the first recording. Well, thankfully I only planned to record one thing today.
It's really good to see you both here. Do all the satyrs and such leave you well alone?
I promised myself I would record, and I ripped that band-aid off, and the blood is oozing out, but here we are, and I am poking this. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop this analogy now. Okay.
We're not the ones having to violate the principles of reality as we understand it, daughter. It seems my father must permit his zealous followers to run free a while longer to prevent any further misunderstandings between us.
But to answer more directly, Malinui, the satyrs and such all flee from us on sight, often with little goat-like screams.
Can you replicate the sound? I would love to hear your impression of the sound. Is it kind of like a meh, meh, meh? That sounds accurate.
You were not so fortunate. The least your mother and I can do is prepare you for the final confrontation that awaits.
You know, I should try. So I'm definitely leaning into the voice acting a little bit more in the channel this year, I think. I want to try, I should make a voice out of that goat sound, or the bang. Let's see, Howling Soul, your cast launch a projectile that seeks foes, does 200 damage, would be pretty good for our build. Old Grudge or Cinerary Circle. I think we'll take Old Grudge, just a 20% damage off of Kronos sounds pretty solid.
See you again.
I seem to be very unreliable with Lightning Lance and Glowing Coal and Howling Soul or whatever it was called. I'm very prone to forgetting that I have them and then wasting my cast. Or still running up melee distance to an enemy to drop my cast. So I think it's probably best I just accept the fact that I'll use them when it seems appropriate and no more and no less than that amount. It's fun to watch the buildup on Geyser Spout happen. I do wish it was instant damage. I understand why it's not, because it would be so broken for every cast build you ever ran, but it kind of already is, to be honest, because it's doing base 200, probably a little bit more than that. It's rarefied, so it went from 150 to 200 damage, but more so than that, it's level 2, so it probably is doing like 300 damage. Let's see, what is it actually doing? 250, okay, never mind. I guess it was already level 2 on arrival, maybe? Anyway, here's our Hera room. It's a mini-boss room, so we'll gladly take that.
Gold Wrath.
Alright. Gotta be careful of all this guy's damage, but if Rocky would like to get close... Oh, shoot, he got out of the range just in time. The trick to dealing with this enemy I found is you want to stay melee distance as best you can, because if you go too far away from him, he starts shooting his laser, and I find the laser way more deleterious than tanking a couple hits from these coins. Granted, the coins do hurt, mind you, and we are about to lose Shatitude if I'm not careful. Since his armor is broken, I'm just going to spam X until he dies. Easy peasy. Alright, Hera, give us... And there we go, proper upbringing. That'll rarefy a whole bunch of our boons, right? I forgot that's what it was. Maybe that wasn't as good as I had hoped it to be, but whatever, we'll take it. We will... Ooh, or rarefy... This could hit something incredible. I think I'm gonna roll on Bridal Glow. It's too funny. Let's go for it.
Ah, yes.
Here we go. Blood gain. Lame. 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 That does mean that we have infinite mana now, or infinite magic though, so it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just, of all the things it could have hit, it's definitely one of the most boring options. It doesn't even do damage, you know? This is a, oh my goodness. Okay, I was gonna say this is a bad room for our build, and then our Artemis Boon popped and there were arrows everywhere. Where do you think those arrows are coming from? I guess it's technically like since it's a boon, maybe it's just like a weird blessing made manifest. I don't know. I don't know how to interpret it. I like to imagine Artemis is fighting alongside us, but I know that's not how this works. It never has been. She's given us her blessing, and that is good enough. She is fighting with us in spirit, if nothing else. All right, Sea-Star, are you gonna activate? What happens if I level up Sea-Star here? 50% chance. Yes! Haha! It worked. Okay, Geyser Spout to 320 damage. Or, I think Storm Ring is still better here, because this lasts... I don't know how long the cast lasts, but it lasts a decent amount of time, like 1 or 2 seconds, so... I think this adds up to more damage, probably, especially since it's doubled up. I don't know. These are both really good options. We'll take Storm Ring, though, because that's really where... Pardon me, that's really where we want the damage to come from. Alright, shame we never got Hermes' what is it? Success rate boon. That would have been so much fun on this build, just to like go all in on both double strikes, chance of activating, and I'm forgetting it, and Sea-Star. For context, Kiwi, if you didn't read it when I was looking at it before, the way success rate works is exactly as the name might imply. It increases the chance of success of percent-based activation boons, such as double strike, which presently has a 15% chance of activating, and Sea-Star, which doubles our drops from activating as well. That one's at a presently, what is it? I want to say we just got it to 50%, right? Do we get any more bonus chambers? It looks like we've run out of bonus chambers, sadly. It is what it is. Right. Oh, that's a fancy looking box. I don't think, we probably don't have enough fear to activate that fancy looking box, but I would love to see if we did. Right, this is definitely a room where we need to drop Geyser Spout for damage, because there are so many enemies. Oh my goodness. There are too many enemies here. And too many Revenants being dropped too. I am so prone to taking damage from these time turners, whatever they're called. What's the word? Oh my goodness. Sundial, no. Kiwi. Hourglass. There we go, Hourglass. Oh my goodness, I forgot the word for Hourglass. My gosh. Not a good look. Not a good look at all. All right, we're one fear short, unfortunately, so we can't get that. That's fine. And, okay, more money. We take it. We'll take the more money, sure. All right, it's another trash mob, or like tiny trash mob room, which I'm just not good at handling with this build. This build is not made for trash mobs like this. I do much better against large, like small quantities of large enemies, because my single target damage is just so good. This would be less of a problem if Circe was leveled up a bit more, because this leash between me and my familiar does a ton of damage once it's leveled up enough. I'm just not there yet, so I have to be mindful and just kite. It still does good damage, mind you. Don't get me wrong. It still does very good damage. It's just not nearly enough. Like, if this was fully leveled, I would easily be able to manage most of this with leash damage alone. Oh gosh, that's a lot of things. Okay, there we go. I think we're good. All right, give me your soul, good sir.
Let me show you the way.
I mean, let me show you the way home. That's what I meant. I'm not stealing your soul. I'm sending your soul to a nice, happy place where nothing bad will ever happen to you again, I guess. All right, that's it for bonus chambers. This should be the last room, then. Before the dear old sand-pappy battle that we've been craving for so long. Anyway, so I guess I'm not going to talk about Guardians of Ozma. I'm too easily distracted, too energetic to focus, and too tired to hold a thought for too long. Basically just redundancy on the description of why my description of things is failing. But I promise you this, Kiwi, I will at some point or another discuss all of the things that have happened over the last basically over the last month. I promise you that I will. It may just be easier to talk about it over Katamari, because Katamari just requires less brain overall. We will see. It may require more brain if I'm gonna really lean into the voice acting of the king, but we'll see. Attacks and specials do more damage. Well, of Charon item, these are all boring. I'll save my rerolls for whatever boons we find in the Charon shop. All right, here we go. What have we got? Good old boatman. Moondust. Tempting offer, sir. Not a fun offer though, so I'm gonna take Aphrodite instead.
Name of Hades.
All right, healthy rebound, heartbreaker. This is all boring. Give me something better, please.
Something else.
Island getaway. You take less damage from nearby foes. Boons of Aphrodite treat all foes as nearby. Okay, sure. Why not? Oh, hey, Poseidon. Water fitness. Ooh. Oh my goodness. That's gonna give us 150 HP. That's a lot of HP. Do I roll for a? Let me see if I'm set up for a duo, because I will roll for a duo if we can get a duo. Can't get his legendary. Don't have that. Don't have that. Do you have this? What is this? Island getaway. We already got that. Never mind. Okay. We can't get any duos, so we'll take water fitness. Sure. 150 HP for free. I like it. I like it a lot.
Here's the gold.
And then Sea Star here is useless. I guess we'll roll once and see what we get. 12% more damage? Sure, and that increases to 24%. All right, we'll take that, and we'll take the max magic. Not that we need it at all. We literally have infinite magic because of how how flood gain works. We have unlimited magic for 9 seconds that has a cooldown of 8 seconds.
Go get him.
All right, you got it, Pappy.
I'm home.
You think if she breathes under there, she'll just have like sand trapped in her lungs?
I understand your latest vainglorious attempt to reclaim Olympus met with some success. Perhaps in the moment you witnessed the father of all monsters and all his terrifying stature, some primordial instinct took hold.
Fun fact, despite what modern-day society knows as the 7 deadly sins, vainglory was actually one of them back in the day, I believe, or something of that nature. I forget how it plays in, but it was listed as one of the original sins, I believe.
You awakened that monstrosity and call me vainglorious? Typhon is not going to take orders from you or anyone. He'll have nothing left to rule over if he has his way.
I don't really understand what vainglory is. I would have to look up a definition, but it feels like some weird mix of pride and maybe greed. I'm not sure.
No, you gods shall have nothing left to rule over if he has his way, and I mine. Typhon may not be the negotiating type, but we need no agreement to pursue the same result.
Sounds like Sandpappy's throwing a tantrum and just wants destruction. Which, you know what, fair. If I can't have what I want, no one can, is kind of the vibe. If I can't have a loving family, I will see them all smart with death. Oh my goodness, old grudge.
You are your father's daughter.
Yes, I am. How'd you know? Oh, maybe it's because you're my grandfather. I am my grandfather's granddaughter, after all. Did you see that dodge, Kiwi? I actually waited to dodge that time. I feel good about myself. Oops, well. Jeff, the instant Jeff confidence to karma of, I dodged it, I'm so cool, runs face first into the attack. Oh well, it's fine. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing, Sandpappy? All right, that's phase 2. Or phase 1, 2, how, I don't know. Oh. And this will all fall apart once I start getting vow of whatever makes him attack faster. That's not what the vow is called, but it may as well be. The vow of Kronos attacks faster. Once I get that, it's going to be a lot harder to know his timing, but until then, I'm learning the timing on this pretty consistently. Do not need to stand there. Let's go ahead. Let's try and destroy these flags. Actually, we're fine. Gonna dash again. Nope, he's not. All right, here. Have a bird strike. And pop goes the geyser spout. Not sure why we didn't take damage there. All right, Sandpappy, you're done. You're donezo, bro. All right, easy phase 1. Shall not what, Sandpappy? Shall not what? Pass? I do. My patience has its limits too. If you're gonna make the reference, at least commit to it, bud. Oh yeah, I've got the timing on that down so good. All right, there's phase 1. So let me be clear here, Kiwi. We are barely scratching on the surface of Circe's true potential, and like we are melting Sandpappy and every other god that we come across in the process. All right, so I now understand these things heal him, so we want to kill them. Definitely want to kill them. Or we just let them heal him up. Come on. That's enough of this nonsense, buddies. Oh good, he's getting kited into us. Let's give him a good old geyser spout. And a 3, and a 2, and a skiddly diddly doo. That was the dumbest way to finish off Kronos, and I am not sorry.
This matters not. My plans are already well underway.
No, they're not. Your plans have invariably failed and been crushed where they stand. And now you're gonna die too.
This shall not hurt at all.
That's good. I think that might have hurt a little. Gods and their sense of pain, am I right, Kiwi?
For my father.
This is not gonna hurt at all. Oh my god, my everything! Alright, let's see. What do we even honor? I mean, it's aspect of Circe. The only thing we need to honor is our cast. And Geyser Spout. Circe, cast, Geyser Spout. And of course Rocky, because bless his little heart, he did so much for us, didn't he? He was half our damage, technically. Yeah, look at that cast damage. 182,000 with our next highest damage being the attack at 26k. Not even close, not even remotely close. Wow, I took a lot of damage from Kronos. I didn't even realize, but we had so much HP. We got 451 HP by the end of this run between spiritual.
The future is uncertain, but one certainty is this: time marches ever onward, often faster than one might presume, until we find ourselves wherever the fates mean for us to be, which in the Princess of the Dead's case is right here.
Back to home we go.
Return to Shadow now.
I still love that she does a little peace sign every time we win. But yeah, between between the spiritual affirmation and the water fitness picks right at the end
that
there,
was productive.
we got so very tanky.
That's one fewer possibility that things will run afoul for us again.
All right, we got our froggy RNG. Hello, Dora.
Getting crowded out there. More shades, guy with the horns. I don't like it, Mel. Not one bit.
As we grow in numbers, we grow in strength. What's your concern with that?
Hey, Dora, has anyone ever told you that you might be a little adorable?
Don't like to share? Except this tent. I don't mind sharing it with you. Most of the time.
I'm honored.
You rock that tent, gremlin energy. You rock it.
Let's have a look around. Let me see.
Visions of victory. The daughter of the god of the dead shall some evening see into the pitch black stone in the crossroads training grounds. Discover how to see into the pitch black stone. Acquire 80 bones.
Chaos must have a greater plan for you.
Whims of Chaos. The daughter of the god of the dead shall complete 5 chaos trials appearing in the pitch black stone. Receive 10 moon dust. Ooh, that's actually pretty big. Good.
Deepens your connection to chaos.
One of the ages. Okay. So this is enticing us to use all of the Arcana. This means we have to wake up Hypnos from a nap. This is one more thing from Artemis. This is one more two more things from Athena. Oh, we've got a lot of things. Denier of suitors. What? The daughter of the god of the dead shall claim a variety of tributes given away by Narcissus. Oh, okay, it's just what Narcissus gives, and then we have all of the different aspects to complete with. Okay, that's fair enough.
The artifact I gave to you, it can forestall the inevitable, almost like a doom repellent, except it works in the opposite way. Such technicalities aside, I trust it shall be of some benefit.
Doom repellent is a choice for the name.
I'm certain it shall. Sometimes all I need is a few moments more. So if I use your pin, you get to accompany me on my evenings out?
Yes, I get to count very slowly while you die a horrible death.
Only in the final moments of your evenings, I'm afraid. Of course, we also have the evenings here.
So basically what I said, actually, I kind of predicted that. I mean, his was a little bit more elegant than saying, yeah, I'm watching you die and counting it down, but, you know.
Then I'll be seeing you around.
And around and around and around.
What's Eris up to now?
Okay, Eris isn't here. We can clean up our snacks. Don't eat the garbage, Kiwi. I definitely had a problem as a child and ate out of the trash bin. Well, okay. Context. Very important context on that statement. It was when I was like in kindergarten and I hated the idea of wasted food. I still hate the idea of wasted food, but I wouldn't like go so far as to eat something out of the trash bin. But like whenever my classmates like threw away a bag of chips they didn't want to eat, I'm like, why not just give it to someone? And that someone be me, of course. The renovation of the House of Hades is proceeding at pace, Princess. Cause of death, vermin. Yeah, I've been there. It's rough, buddy.
Got him again? That nectar you've been passing around? Don't see why you bother. Not everybody deserves it anyhow.
Deserves? And I suppose you think you're fit to be the judge of that?
She's just jealous because we only gave her one.
Yeah. Who do you think I am? If everybody just magically got what they deserved, I'd have no reason to exist.
That's awful.
That's life.
Oh, that's kind of sad. Here, you know what? You sound like you need a nectar. Here you go.
You trying to get me in trouble with Hecate or something? Why don't you take your bottle before I smash it and get your scrawny ass out of here?
Hey, my ass is way bigger than scrawny.
I wasn't trying to get you in
What am
trouble,
I saying?
Mem. I was just... You know what? Forget it.
Go be cranky elsewhere, Nem. I do like the idea of her like complaining that everyone's getting nectar and then we just immediately hand her one. I'm glad that she refused it and turned it away, but I'm gonna do it again just to bother her because I'm a pain. I'm a spiteful pain sometimes, Kiwi. I would enjoy it if there were like contextual things like that where they have commentary on a specific thing. If you try to give them that, give them the thing. I guess it has to be nectar in that regard. They just are like, what the heck is wrong with you? Why are you doing this? All right, let's see what we've got here. We've got a whole bunch of new things. Let's see. Restore the Crossroads hot springs so they may be used. Minimum 2 guests at a time. Grants 1 bath salts. Bath salts, mostly used for communal visits to the Crossroad hot springs. The roiling and neglected waters of the springs draw heat from the river Phlegethon, somewhere below. Who wants to take a bath?
Of the dead. I have a task for you.
I want to take a bath with Freenos,
Someone
Kiwi.
around here probably wouldn't mind a quick dip.
So not gonna lie, I honestly thought they had removed it from the game because I had not seen this at all in my personal playthrough. I saw it in early access, so I'm like, it must be here, but it wasn't. I don't know. I think Kiwi, next episode, it looks like we're gonna get to do a little bit of a visit with Hypnos. So next episode might be a little bit of a short one. Let's see. Maybe there will be some more Chaos Trials. If we do, I'll maybe do Hypnos' room and then some Chaos Trials. But oh, we can get more animal crackers. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, Kiwi, let's go ahead and unlock these. Do a little bit last minute roundup of the Crossroads and call it a night. Let's see. Abyssal Reflection, we'll save that. End to deepest slumber. Attempt to stir Hypnos from his dormant state. You require one cauldron and 1 mixing implement, like a giant spoon, and then you can stir Hypnos. Grants 1 dream vapors, mostly used for attempting to rouse Hypnos. Most slumber ends quickly and naturally, but a rare variety requires special care. I will unlock this in the next episode because I want to talk to Hypnos before I use it, and I think it'll lock us into a path if I use it immediately, if I talk to him after making it. But trust me, we're getting it. Deathly Fortune. Update the wretched broker to bestow bones in exchange for your rod of fishing catches. No denizens of the deep are harmed as part of any such transaction. The wretched broker definitely doesn't eat them alive.
Interesting.
I will kindly Kataskion ask you, the death broker, to eat my fish. All right, let's see, what else have we got? Looks like I have removed most of my other options, so... All right, why don't we call it here for the incantations and just say goodnight to everyone else.
You and the goddess Artemis make quite a force out there, by all accounts. And you sing together beautifully at that. Olympus sent her to check up on us then, eh?
Hey.
I think so, yes. But I have complete trust in her, if that's what you're wondering. She tells Olympus no more than they need to know to rest assured about our partnership.
She is by nature rather cautious, isn't she? Well, for my part, I'm pleased you have in her not just an ally, but a friend.
Me too. She's cool. She has an owl, and a deer, and a bird, and a squirrel.
For my part, too.
She's basically Snow White in Greek mythology, at least for Hades' sake, I guess, maybe. I don't know. That's a weird analogy. Artemis and the 7 nymphs, maybe? I don't know, man. I just call them like I sees them. And my eyes have been a huge problem, so I don't see much.
You'll flourish here.
All right. One of everything, because I don't know what else to plant. Hypnos, may I have a good word with you, sir? Well said. Can I bathe with you? No? Okay. Oh, Hecate, we must bathe together.
You've consistently ensured the safety of your familiars. Not that I had any doubt. We are here to protect such creatures more so than the other way around.
You know, I'm now realizing why it took me forever to unlock the animal crackers. It's probably, in my personal playthrough, it's probably because I just didn't use all of the pets I had unlocked. And so they're like, well, why? That's why you're not getting this incantation. Wow.
Familiars are family, Headmistress. Perhaps through this ordeal, my bond with mine shall come to be as strong as the one you share with yours.
Of that I have no doubt as well. I've discussed the matter with Hecuba and Gali both, and they are willing to watch over you.
Golly, that's awfully
nicely, of course.
Sorry, cut her off. Golly, that's awfully sweet of you, Hecate.
What? Truly? But they're bound to you. Wait, who must I ask nicely? You or them?
Both.
I'd start with them.
Yay! Permission granted, shared familiar bonds. We're gonna get a dog, Kiwi. We're gonna get a dog and a polecat. A polecat is phenomenal too, but we're gonna get a dog. And we all know my opinion and stance on dogs. The stance is there need dogs be. I like dogs. It's Hecate, bathe me.
I know it's a difficult time, Headmistress, but just in case, would you be interested in joining me for a brief while at the hot springs?
Bathe me, witch mommy! Bathe me!
As much as I would enjoy basking in the springs, I've incantations to complete, wards to reinforce. No, I cannot. Not now.
My heart is disappointed, and my heart is disappointed, and my disappointment is immeasurable. Is what I was gonna say there. You know, Kiwi, it is so good to be back, where I can just aimlessly shout the stupidest, most inane things at the screen, and you get to listen to them in post, and then just be like, Jeff, why the fuck did you say that?
Here soon, though not just yet.
All right, let's go say goodnight to Commander Skelemius, pick out our weapon for the next episode, and call it a night. Kiwi, at long last, we are back to recording, and hopefully I will make a good routine out of it again. We will see. I have so many other distractions to be enjoying that it's hard to keep my focus on any one project, but I will do my best to be a little bit more regular on the channel. Probably not as regular as I have been in the previous year, but certainly more than I have been in the previous couple months.
My disciples, they were given quite a fright when that pitch black stone there suddenly lit up. You know what it is, do you not?
It's Chaos's favorite candy, rock candy.
A shard of purest darkness from the depths of chaos. In its countless facets, countless outcomes, perhaps none of which the fates have preordained.
Yep.
You got it. All right, Kiwi. We are going to be taking a daggers run. Oh, hooray, my favorite weapon. Well, maybe it's about time we unlock a new aspect. Aspect of Artemis. While you channel your Omega attack, you occasionally parry, then riposte right after. Omega attack speed plus 20%, a flash of silver. Whether the Huntress or the Moon, none can attest.
Grant me the aspect of Artemis.
I'm going to be entirely honest with you, Kiwi. I have never run this weapon before. I have no idea how to play it well, and we are going to be finding that out together in the next episode. It can only go poorly from here. I should probably take some death defiances. Actually, speaking of which, hello, Tula.
Come, Tula.
Oh no. I guess my diaphragm was really excited to see a kitty. Anyway, Kiwi, I think that's it for this episode. Again, it is good to be back and hopefully a bit more regular. Add some fiber to my recording schedule and all that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. I see you playing Guardians of Ozma, and I am about to join you. I will try and actually talk about it in the next episode if I can afford to. We'll see where my focus lends me. But with all that said, I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Let Artemis and Mel sing you a lullaby to sleep.